Hi guys, it's Michelle, and I am really super excited to show you this latest project I just finished. And when I mean just finished, I mean it still has steam on it because I just literally glued my last piece on it. In fact, let me pick the piece of glue string off. But anyways, I created this mini album. I know I showed you a sneak peek of one page the other day, and at the end of this video I will put some snapshots of it. I used the Classic Pretty Authentique paper line, and if you don't know which one that is, let me get my cover because I seriously used every last stitch of it. I used the 12 by 12 and parts of the 6 by 6. So that's Classique Pretty is the name of it, and I am going to, there's another piece of it that I didn't use, but I had the 12 by 12 that came with the stickers and everything. I seriously used every last piece of the paper, and I actually had to add some, I call it filler paper, which is just cardstock and just plain paper that will match the collection. So anyways, let me get started on it. I think this is my most favorite thing I've ever created, and I think it's because this is just my style. I love all styles. I love shabby chic, I love vintage, but this is what I'm really drawn to. I had a blast creating this. Usually when I'm doing a mini or a project, I start to get sick of the papers that I'm working for and I'm like working with, and I just want to get through it because I'm tired and burned out of it. I seriously did not get tired of working on this. I actually would, if I didn't have hordes and hordes of collections to work on, do projects with, I think I would go buy another pack of this and do it again. But anyway, so let me get started. I'll quit boring you. I actually was undecided if I was going to put this on, but I actually cut the label of the Authentique off of one of the paper collections, and I blinged it out and used it in the title. And I didn't want to cover too much of this paper because it was actually my favorite piece, so I kind of left it as visible as possible. This border here is La La Land dye. I don't know which one by name, and I just randomly stuck some bling and little bits of trim that I had, and some flowers. And these are Recollections. This is I think Wild Orchid Crafts, if I'm not mistaken. And then this is one of those little pieces I had bought at Hobby Lobby in the wedding section. And then these are just some die. I think this is a MFT die cut. And then I just used a piece of the border bling. My favorite part of this, I think, is my closure. I had this brooch. It was a brooch pin in my stash. I don't even know where I got it, but I've had it for quite some time, and I've hoarded it because it's so pretty. But it just fit this, and it's magnetized, so it will open right there. And I just have a piece of lace. It's cotton lace that goes all the way around. I put it around the back. That's the back of my album, and this is just paper from the open selection at Michael's. That's what I call my filler papers when I don't have enough to do it. I had the crochet lace going across, but then you could kind of see where the glue went through, so I had to kind of cover it up. So I used this awesome, and I went through to the side. That's my side binding as well. So I covered it up, and it fit because I do have the bling going on there. And my friend Gloria, she's Cracker GM, she gifted this to me. I think she got it when she was in California for the Prima, and it comes on a big sheet like this, and I have to ask Barb, who lives in California, to hunt down some more of it because I absolutely love it. I cut the little pieces out throughout the book and just used it, and I think it's just, oh my god, I love it. Anyway, okay, so let me get started. It's going to be hard to film this. Like I said, let me zoom out a little bit, and I'll do close-up snapshots throughout at the end of the video. Alright, so first of all, I open it up, and I didn't go hog wild with embellishing the inside because I think the papers just speak for themselves, and you're going to add photos to it. And it won't lay. I used the hinge binding system It's a very secure album. I used the best quality glues and tapes and etc. etc. It will lay flat like this, but it, you know, when the pages get thick with all these layerings, it's hard to lay flat when you're opening it. But anyway, so here's the inside cover, and I just, oh, that's stuck. I have a magnet there. I just put that to hide my magnet because I ended up having to do a double magnet to secure my closure. So I had to hide it. It wasn't under the paper. And I just made these little tags for either journaling. And that's like a photo mat. You could place a photo there if you want. Little tags just to have or journal on or put a photo on or whatever. So those go in there like that. And then this page, I made this hinge right here, and it's just out of Recollections cardstock that you get at Michael's, and I cut it and folded it and pointed it. I put a magnet under there, and it's just real short, and it goes underneath my pages, so it holds these down, so you can open this up. And this frame, actually, I liked this because you can just stick the photo in this like that, and the photo will go in. So I really like that. And then here's just blank to put a photo or journaling, and then the same thing with this one. The photo slides in behind, and just doesn't take away from your photo, because, you know, that's what we're doing, featuring our photos in these books. And then that folds out and you can put a photo, and I left this very plain just to put big photos or whatever, because your eyes do need a resting place. Okay, so then here's my second page, and I made it so these are all magnetized, so these open up, and this is a pocket. I didn't add tags because I just figured it is quite big. If you want to just stuff photos or cards or anything else that you want in there yourself, you can. And loose photos, I like loose photos because you can take them out and look at them. All right, and then this is another fold out page, and I used part of the collection. I cut out that piece, not just a pretty face, and here's where I trimmed some of that bling. This is pieces of lace that I believe I got I don't remember, so I don't even want to say. I got it online at somebody's Etsy store. I want to say, I'm not even going to say because I don't even remember. But it's just gorgeous, and I just trimmed it out throughout the book. It came on a big whole thing, and I don't have a piece of it in front of me, or do I? I don't. I used most of it. Okay, so let's get on with it. So this flips up, and you could do what you want there. Put a photo, journal, whatever. That flips up, and then this flips up, and I just added a little Eiffel Tower there. And then this flips out, and I embellished it slightly here with just some die cuts that are, dies that I have, which are, I don't know, spellbinders, and this is a MFT Eiffel Tower. And then this page I just kept nice and simple to put a photo or whatever. Alright, so put those all back like that. Then, make sure it stays down. Okay, then this page, this opens up, and here's another piece of that trim that I cut. This opens, it says pretty and adorable. I just cut it from the paper. That opens up like that. I stamped with my blush pink onto, this was part of the paper collection, but I just added some stamps of my own on there, very soft. So that closes, and that opens that way. So see, and that's all magnetized. I left that plain because it's just too beautiful. You can tack a photo in there, or just a note, or even write on it if you want. And then this is a pocket, and I just added some tags, and I left that so you can post a photo there if you want. My tags are very good, hard, they're not bending anywhere, and just from the paper. And I left the back blank. Oh no, I did add one little journaling spot there, but you can add your own, you know, computer type journal or whatever on the back, and those all fit in there. And you don't have to keep these tags here. You know, you can move them around as you want them. Pocket. So that closes back up. And then this page I love. I used one of my dies. I don't even know what brand it is, but it's a whole piece that it's a photo mat that's got this around both edges. I only used one half of the edge and ran it halfway through. So that is magnetized. I cut a piece of lace trim there, open it up so you can fit a photo up there and there and there and here. And it's good sized. And that closes back up. And then this page I left pretty simple, and this is where I used filler paper because I really was running out of collection. So these are just spare sheets that I have, you know, off the loose paper at Michael's. And this is just like an embossed cardstock with polka dots, and this one is just a real thin, pretty paisley with polka dot pink. And it matched the collection, so it fills in where you run out of paper. And then I just cut pieces of paper from the collection, and I cut out these little things, and this is from the paper. I just cut it out and pop dotted it up, and these are triangle pockets on both sides. I just flip-flopped the images, and then here again I just cut a piece of the paper and a sticker and a piece of the paper just to add interest. Then that comes out, so this is a pocket, and I made this little photo book. There's the front, there's the back, and you open it up, and I didn't do anything because you could just put your photos in there, so you could fit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 photos, and if you want to cover up that, you can. So it's a little photo book, and it tucks right in there. And then here's a nice tag that you could do some journaling on. That tucks back there, or photos, and here's a photo mat, just plain. And that'll tuck in there. And then on this side I did journal card photo mat and another little photo booklet, which is the same exact size as the other one. So yeah, kind of reminds me of like a passport cover. And then that goes over there, and then here's this page. It's so hard to do these on camera. And I had a piece of bling here, one of those ones that I cut out, but it was scraping up my frame on the other page, so I had to take it off and glue a flower on the other side to repair the damage. But that's so anyways, this opens up, it's magnetized, it opens up that way, and then let me scoot this down. This opens this way and this way. So we have that, and that's the same on that side. And then I just did a pocket with that beautiful paper and just some photo mats or journaling tags or whatever you want. And you could actually tuck pictures in there. So those just go right in there. And then you could put a photo on there, and that magnetizes shut. And then I did another one of these pages with the same picture frames that I showed you, just different parts of the paper. And here I did another one of these hinge closing, and it's real thick. And I had to put 2 bling on there because I didn't let my glue dry, and it slid and made a mark. So, oh well, add another piece of bling. This is where I had to add the flower because my embellishment here started to tear that. So I fixed it. It looks pretty. So that opens, and again, the picture slides in right there. And you could still use it as a pocket, I guess, behind your picture if you want. And then I just cut that out, and it says, this is what pretty looks like. And then I left the very last back cover. Oh, no, I didn't. That's not the cover. That's how hard it is. I left this blank so you could do kind of what you want. The paper is just too pretty to cover. Just add maybe a collage of photos, small ones if you want. And that holds that into place. And then this is my last page, which I love how this turned out. I used some of the La La Land, I think it's the lattice die. And then I made this out of my cardstock. So it just flips up, and I put a magnet at the bottom. and it's folded, and then both sides are done. So that just folds down and holds those into place. When you lift that up, it's a waterfall. Let me scoot down. It's just a waterfall. All the backs are polka dot. And then there's still room to do whatever you want underneath here. So that holds that in, and then this is the back cover. And I just made a mat and left it plain. You can add a piece of lace if you want to use it as a pocket, but it's starting to get too tight that I really didn't want to fill it up anymore. And then this little tag says the end from the paper collection, and you can kind of write the date or whatever. All right, tell me what you think. I love it. I am super stoked about it. I think this is my, and that's a magnet, and it closes. See how pretty? I love it. Okay, let me know what you think, guys. And this album also with my Tea mini album will be for sale. So if you're interested in purchasing this, send me a email, Manda, M-A-N-D-A 5312 at yahoo.com. I'll put a link, or I'll put that in the description below. And I'll let you know a price. And I still have my Tea mini album, but I have, you know, I'm going to do a D-stash of my crafty stuff. So if you're interested before all this goes on D-stash, just send me a private message. Okay, everybody, I hope you like it. And oh, another thing that I love is it really turned out nice that all my, I mean, it just fits perfectly square. I didn't have any trouble. Everything just lined up really good. And, oh, I should tell you the size of this. I should know the size. How many times have I measured the paper out? The cover is, it's 7 3/4 by 8. So that's the cover. The pages are pretty much the same. Yeah, they're the same size. So that's the size of it, and it's pretty heavy. But, there you go. Oh, what I did like about it is it closed nicely, and it's still square, but yet the binding, I didn't have to make it, you know, I don't like when my binding is only 3 inches. So, I mean the spine. So I like that, because when you do the real chunky ones, and then you end up having your spine being 5 or 6 inches long, I just don't like that. So that's why I just tried to keep the embellishments to a minimum so I could keep it looking proportioned. All right, thanks for watching, and I hope you liked it. I hope to inspire you. Okay, bye.